So next we have multiplying and dividing with its negative number. With negative numbers can be more, could be more. So let's see. It says, look at these problems now. First, I want to show some, so you can see the pattern. Look at these pattern. Look at these pattern. So what the pattern is, let's see. It says 4 into 5 into 4, it becomes a 20, and 5 into 10, it becomes a 50, and 5 into 0, it will give a 0, and next we have 5 into minus 3, it will give minus 15. You might have not seen that. Minus 3 into 4, it will give minus 12. The minus 3 into 0, it will give you a 0. Next we have minus 3 into minus 3, it will give you a 9. And next we have 3 into minus 4, it will give you minus 12. Here you can see we are reversing just a minus now. So I want to introduce you the pattern. Look at these patterns. So the rule, what the rule is now. What rule says now. It says if a two number are positive, when we are multiplying a positive number, so it will give you a positive. It will give you a positive number. If there are two numbers which are negative numbers, and we are multiplying, it will give you a positive. If there are two negative numbers and we are multiplying, it will give you a positive number. So negative become a positive. So positive, a positive positivity will give a positive, and negative negative into positive into a negative, it will give you a negative. And similarly, negative into a positive, it will give you a negative. Let's see the rule now. Let's see. So it's like this: 2 into a 2, it will give you a 4. So 2 is a positive number, and similarly the second 2 is a positive number, so it will give a positive number. And we have a negative number into a negative number, so it will give you a positive 4. Now you can see the rule, no? 2 into minus 2, it will give you a minus 4. So a positive number into a negative number, it's a negative number. Next we have minus 2 into 2, it will give you a minus 4. So here you can see I have just reversed the sign. So we are basically minus 2 into multiplying, doing a product with the negative 2. So let's do some other examples, so it can be established more strong concept. So we have example. It's a 6.4 example. So question number part A, what it says, 6 into minus 4. So now what we have a positive number. I can write in the blue color, and basically we are multiplying with a negative number. It will give a negative. So 6 into minus 4, 6 into minus 4, it will give you a negative minus 24. So similarly, the next part is part number B, question minus 7, similar, not but it's different than that. But basically we are introducing the sign, and it's a negative sign, a negative number into a negative number. So it is like a positive number. So minus 7 into minus 3, it will give you a 21. So part C, what part C says, it's minus 5 into 8. So what we are doing here, it's like a negative number multiplying with a positive number. So minus 5 into 8, it's like a minus 5 into 8. It will give you a here minus into positive. It's a negative number. So it become a minus 40. So let's see some other rules. So basically we are introducing the two rules now. So multiplication and division. So let's introduce the division rule also now. Division rule. Let's see the division rule as the division rule. What the division rule says. Rule of the division is like this: positive divided with the positive, it will give you a positive number. When you divide a positive number with a negative number, it will give you a negative number. It's like a similar to the multiplication. You can, in a multiplication, when we are doing a positive into a positive, it was a positive, and positive into a negative, it was a negative. So division is also similar. So it's a similar to the, and negative divided with a negative number, it will give you a positive number. Similar with the multiplicative rule. So division, so it will give you a negative number. So just we have reversed the sign. So from example, or from some introducing something like this, minus 3 into 4, it will give you a minus 12. Minus 12 divided by 4, it will give you a minus 3. Negative, positive, it will become a negative. And minus 12, and with the minus 3, let me do it properly. With the minus 3, it will give you a 4. So complete multiplication and division, we can also write both, but I don't think so it is important. You can see both now. So I think this is important one rule. Note this thing I'm writing now. So sign different is equals to answer is negative. negative. Sign same. So here it's a different signs. You know? So it's a negative. Then when a sign are the same, so it's a positive. Answer is a positive. But it's with the two numbers, no? Just. But it is not a rule of a thumb. So now let me consider the rule of the thumb. No? If we have multiple signs, no? Rules more than two numbers, no? More than two numbers. What it says, number first, if there is an even number of negative sign, the answer is a positive. The answer is positive. Even number of a negative signs, it's like this: -1 or minus, then minus, then minus, then subtraction, then minus. So there are four negative signs. Right? It's even signs. No? So it become a positive. So this, if there is an odd, if there is an odd number of a negative sign, then the answer is a negative. The answer is. But you can ask me if there are some kind of a mixture of those. No? Then you can realize it from doing first this, then this. The answer is negative. But let me clear this one. No? Negative, we have a negative, negative, we have a negative. So three numbers which are negative, we are multiplying them. So first negative is become a positive, and the positive and a negative, it will give you a negative. So if there is an odd number of negative signs. No? So here are the odd negative signs. So let's do some examples or some rules. So it will become a more understandable from this now. So combining operations. As with the positive numbers, multiplying and dividing is done before addition or subtraction, unless there are brackets. Combining operations. There's something you can note. No? As with the positive numbers, multiplying and dividing is done before addition and subtraction. Unless there are brackets. No? So what it says, let me elaborate it. As with the positive numbers, multiplying and dividing is done before the addition and a subtraction. Basically, it's like this now. We have a number 2 plus 3 into 4. So here I have not written a brackets. So you will do first multiplication. So 2 plus into 3, it will give you a 14. So what if I have given this like this? Do it like this. So what you will do? 2 plus 3, it will become a 5 and into a 4. And it's a how much it will become? It will become a 20. So you can see the answers are different. So the answers are different. So we have some rule to define this kind of multiplication and bracket doing things. So it's more interesting. You will see it's like a BO, B for bracket, O for order, D for division, body mass, MAS, M for multiplication, A for addition, S for subtraction. So it's like ordering. So I'm not going towards there, but it is our next topic. So let's wait for that. But first we will do some example. Example 6.5. The question number, it is part A. It is minus 3 into 4 minus 4 plus minus 2 into 3. So let's solve it. No? So when there are first of all there are given brackets. No? So to solve the brackets first. So minus 3 into minus 4 minus minus into when we are doing a multiplication, it becomes positive. But don't do with the addition and subtraction. So it's like it will become a 12, and minus 2 into 3, it becomes minus 6, and it will give you a 6. 12 minus 6 is equals to 6. So adding a negative number is same as subtracting a positive number. So it's like similarly I can write it like this. No? So adding, it's adding, subtracting a negative number. So here's a negative number and we are adding. So it's like a subtracting a positive number. So here we are subtracting a positive number. Yeah, you can also think like we are on a 12th position in the number line, but we are subtracting minus 6, so we are moving towards the left side. No? So at last we will come here like a 6. You can understand what I'm saying. So what the part B says. Let's see the part B. 6 minus 2 into 3. So let's do the solution. So now we have not established some kind of a bracket sort. So we will do a multiplication first. So minus 2 into 3. So 3 is a positive, and the 2 is a negative. So it will become a -6. That will give you a 0. Next part, C. Let's see the part C. It says 5 into -4 plus 3 into -2 and divided by -6 plus 4. So the solution will become like this. So because of the fractional line, you can deal the numerator and the denominator separately. So let's deal with the numerator first. So 5, it's a positive, and -4, it's a negative. So we will get the negative number. So 3 is a positive number, and -2, it's a negative number. So we will get the negative number. And next, in the denominator, -6 plus 2. So it's like basically we are adding here we are basically adding the positive number. So it will give you a -2. -2 plus 4. So because of the the sign with the negative sign is a number which is greater than 4, the positive number. I'm not saying -6 is greater than 4, but basically 6 is greater than 4. So the number which have a greater values like this, so it become a -2. So basically we are here like this 0, and we are at the number line -6, and we are adding 4, so we are moving towards right side. It's -2. Similarly, we will get this. So -20 and -6, you will get -26 and -2, and in a division it will cancel out and you will get the 30. Then divide it. I hope you can understand it. If you are not understanding it, you can ask me, email me, comment me, so I can I can handle your query.